Since we have a new website, I wanted to give you a quick tour of the new resources that we've put in place both for you as facilitators and for the students. Now, first, of course, to access these resources, you will need to log in. So you can go to the upper right-hand corner here, and there's a login button. If you click that, it will take you to the login page where you can enter your username and your password. If you don't know your username or password, you can get a recovery email sent to you by clicking the link underneath the login information, or of course, contact any of the Eno staff and we'll get you all sorted. But assuming you know your login name and your password, go ahead and click the login button here. And that'll redirect you, and you'll know if you're logged in because on the top right-hand side, the login button becomes a log out button, and the My Account button appears. So now that you know you're logged in, there's two ways to access the EnoMax resources. First, on this top navigation menu under Professional Development, as you can see as I hover over it, a drop-down menu appears. The third option is the EnoMax program. So if I clicked this, that would take me to the main Eno page. But I can also scroll down past this header slider, and the far right-hand side here at the bottom, you can see EnoMax program has its link here. So we're going to go ahead and click that. That's going to take us to the main EnoMax program page. So as I scroll down, you can see this page is actually open to the public, but there are three buttons here that go to member-only access points, and you have access to all of these. But for purposes of this, we're going to start with the EnoMax Facilitator Resource Center, which is right here in the middle. So now that I'm logged in, I can click that, and I should be able to access it. So as you can see, this is a new Facilitator Resource Center, hopefully better than the pile of links that we used to have. So I'm just going to go down on the left-hand side, and then I'll come back to the sidebar on the right. So first, there's a block of 6 blue squares here in the middle. Each one of these links to exactly what they say, the 2019 schedule, the Student Resource Center, which we'll come back to in a minute, the student enrollment form, which you don't really need now, but we'll need at the beginning of next year, the facilitator contact information, the photos for the year, and again, the business project form, which everyone has already filled out this year, but will be important for going forward. As I scroll down here on the left, I see there's an accordion menu. In order to access the material, so East Group information, there's a plus sign on the left-hand side of East Group information. If I click that, it expands that and shows me all of the different resources under that menu. Same thing for West Group information, for example. So I'm going to click East Group information. You can see there's sort of 3 parts to the information that you have here. One are links to each one of the program week resource rooms. So each agency now has a resource room that houses resources for. So let's just take a look at DART's resource room as an example. So as I scroll down here, you can see that we have the welcome materials. Again, these accordion menus, so clicking the plus sign to expand, or the minus sign to collapse. Travel information, welcome pack, class materials, plus, minus, plus expand, minus collapse. Evaluations for that week, host week photos for that week. And then here on the sidebar, we've created agency fact sheets for each one of the agencies. I'll click here and look at DARTs real quick. They give a quick history, some basic service facts, and basic organizational facts. So good resource for students just to get an idea of what the agencies are like before they go in terms of size, services, etc. And then the Business Project Resource Center can also be accessed from here. Now I'm going to take a pause on that, and we're going to go back to the Facilitator Resource Center first. So as I said, there's the East Group information with resource room links for each one of the agencies, as well as the bio books and the evaluations for East Group. Same thing for West Group. And then there are other resources here as well. So there's additional student resources that your students might be looking for or might need, or you might need about the students. So there's the welcome webinar, participant usernames, headshots, etc. The next tab is Facilitator Conference Materials from 2018. So we'll be sure to add the new Facilitator Conference materials as they're developed is here too. And then we'll plus the past year's course materials are down here as well for easy access. Now scrolling back to the top, I just want to go back through on the right-hand side to look at the various sidebars. First here, sidebar is a facilitator manual. You could access the appendices here and the main manual here. It's in a PDF format right now. And then scrolling down, there's a business project resources link for you as well. Again, I'm going to hold off on that for 1 minute. And then finally, there's a link here directly to the alumni homepage. We have some additional resources there that might be of interest to you or to your students. So I encourage you to check that out. There's also a video if you want a tour of the alumni resources too. So I'm going to scroll back up here and go to this top middle box called the Student Resource Center box. I promised I would come back to it. So I'm going to click that and let you just see what kind of changes we've made for the students real quick. So this is the new Student Resource Center. Like you, they have these drop-down menus. So if they click here, it will take them to the resource rooms, the same one that you guys saw before, and then the bio books. And then over here, we've really tried to make the evaluations front and center. So they're right here. And if they click here also, we've tried to minimize the number of clicks to actually get to the forms. So we've compiled them all on one page with the accordion menu. So as you can see, if they hit the plus sign, they can expand it and access all the forms directly here. So we think that'll be good. Now you can navigate here underneath the header. There's a breadcrumb menu. So you click Student Resources Center, that'll take you back to the page you were on before. And now I'm just going to scroll down. I'm going to go from right to left actually here. So on the right, far right are photos. Next to that, left of that is a link for the students to the Alumni Association. We've made sure they have access to all the alumni stuff. And then to the left of that is a Max member directory, so they can search and connect with current and past Max participants based on a variety of factors, including their name, their areas of interest, etc. And then finally, this sort of far left is the Business Project Resource Center, and I'm going to click that. So the Business Project Resource Center is a new resource. We have compiled a few things, and it's definitely a growing list. So if there's other things that you think we should add, definitely let us know. So here we have a student manual, the business project forms, some outlines and samples, and then of course on the sidebars, access back to the Student Resource Center. And then down at the bottom, we have additional resources. I'm going to click this. Eno resources is various places in Eno's website or what have you that they might be able to find some help. Underneath that are sources of transit information for researches, getting the most out of peer exchanges, additional reading on business cases, leadership skills building resources, podcasts, etc. And then the videos, webinars, etc. We'll keep adding to this as we do them. So just wanted to let you guys know what was here for the students as well. I also wanted real quick just to show you how to manage your account once you log in. I said here at the top, there's the logout button, and right next to it is the My Account button. If you click that, that actually takes you to the account homepage. And as you can see on the right-hand side, there's a drop-down menu, and that would let you manage your membership, as well as update your profile or add a picture, any of those things. If you click on this drop-down menu to set up my login, that's also where you can change your password if you'd like. So that is how you make changes to your account. And once you're done, you just close it and you're back to the main site where you can continue to peruse. So I hope you enjoy all the new resources that we have for you. If you have any questions, comments, or problems getting access to anything, please let us know, either through Diane or Aaron or Karen. If you are looking for other contact information here on the main navigation menu towards the right is a contact page. And that has our mailing address, phone number, different emails, addresses, and things. So please don't be a stranger and make sure you contact us if you need anything else.